I'm Bill Bayley Jr. I'm the owner of Bayley's Restaurant, formerly Bayley's Restaurant. Dad started in 1947, and I'm trying to keep the thing going. Yeah, Dad opened up in 1947, and it went from a little old one-room restaurant to a very huge restaurant. The main dining room set 209 people. Had 17 waitresses at one time and 17 people in the kitchen. It was tremendous. Yeah, I remember my dad working the dog out of me. And years ago, he had such a huge business, we would clean. Back at the back of the restaurant outside, we'd clean up to 100 to 150 pounds of flounders every week. That was one of the big things I had to do. I was a flounder man. I had to clean flounders, clean flounders, clean flounders. He started in 47. And then he closed. I don't know when he closed exactly. And I opened up here 21 years ago with the same stuff. With a few things added. My number one is shrimp, oysters, and flounder, and that's the three main ones. Yeah, and West Indies salad. We sell a lot of that. It's crab meat, onions, oil, vinegar, and ice water. Take a medium onion, not a real big one, but a medium-sized onion. You chop it all up. Take half that onion, put in your bowl. So you take claw meat, which is just a good little sweeter meat. And you put that claw meat on top of your onions, kind of break it up a little bit, and then you put your other onions on top. And you take salt, pepper to taste, and then you go 3.5, 4 ounces of vinegar, and then your ice water. You want your oil first, and then you let it marinate for 4 or 5 hours. There you go, you got West Indies salad. Now restaurants are serving on top of lettuce leaves, they serve it, and they add this, and they add that, and the true way to serve it is in a bowl. And just eat it out of that bowl. And see, his restaurant was so big, it took you so long to get waited on that they sit there and eat West Indies salad waiting on their meal to get to them. And crab claws, that was an hors d'oeuvre. Now restaurants are serving them as a meal. I don't serve them as a meal, I serve them as an hors d'oeuvre. Well, I don't know the story behind it. I was young, I didn't really care. Whenever he was making it, I never did go, Dad, where'd you learn how to do that at? I never did care, it wasn't no big deal. But I heard through my mama and to a couple more people that he was on a merchant ship. He was a merchant seaman. And he got some lobsters from one of the Caribbean islands down in the Caribbean somewhere. And he took the meat and made this salad like he's got it, and that's the reason why he named it West Indies salad. He got back here and went the rest of the business. He tried it with crab meat, and there it was. And where he come with, I don't know. He loved cucumbers and onions with vinegar and oil and ice water. The same thing he puts on the West Indies salad, so that may have been where it came from. I don't know, but that's the story I got. And so like I said, when I was young, it didn't make no difference where that West Indies came from or nothing like that. The only reason why I know crab claws, I was there whenever he did it. I was watching that one. But I was too young when they made the West Indies. Well, the crab claws came out after the West Indies salad. He picked up his crab meat down in Heron Bay. And he and his oysters from the same company, which is not there no more. I mean, this is back in the 50s. And the guy that owned the crab shop gave my dad some claw fingers, which are claw fingers now. We didn't know, we knew what it was. We knew where the meat came from. And he told him to take them down to the restaurant and try them, see what he could do with them. So he did with draw butter first, just melt butter, lemon butter, and put them out there. They're already steamed or boiled. And just dip them in the lemon butter and eat them. Well, You know, it was all right, but it wasn't no big thing. Well, he decided we'd dip them in flour, egg and milk wash, and back into the flour. And then shake the flour off of them and fry them. And it was a hit. I can get frozen crab claws, and I can get foreign crab meat. I can get Brazilian crab meat, but I ain't gonna do it. I'd just soon be out. And my customers, 90% of them, which, you know, return customers, would rather for me not to have it than to use some foreign crab meat. And they appreciate that out of me, you know, so I don't use no foreign stuff. Everything's local. I used to say I'm going to leave this area and get away from here, but I can't do it. I've been here too long. This is my home.